Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever the hell you are. I don't know, but whatever time of day it is, it's a good one for you because I know it's a good one for us. Hey, Coofs. How you doing today,
I-
sir?
I'm
Everything
doing
good?
well, mate.
Hi, Coofs. Welcome back to Kuv and the Kang. I'm the Kang, there's the Coofs. Or there's the Kuv and I'm the Kang. We'll
Yeah,
figure it out one day. We'll
we'll,
figure
we'll
it
go
out
on.
one
We'll
day.
go on.
How's your day, buddy?
Yes, it's good here. I'm just, as I've just been warning you, I'm off. There's a small chance I might be going off air very quickly at some point. Huge thunderstorm here at the moment. The rain is coming down like suddenly somebody thinks I'm Noah because of the beard. We'll see how it goes. But
You got two of every animal ready?
well, I've got two boys. That's close enough.
Close enough. Got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah,
So we
true.
can pick up the rest on the. You can pick up the rest on the way. There's an en route somewhere, right? One of those little quick.
yeah, probably.
So last week you weren't feeling too good, buddy. You good? You back to 100%
Yeah,
now.
all good,
You're all right
good
now.
Yeah, just enjoying the football again.
Hell yeah, man! It was a good weekend of football,
Big
especially if you're a
big
Spurs
improvement
fan.
for us, wasn't it? Yeah.
Hey, Mark. We got Mark and Arrest are already in the house. Good evening, gentlemen. Big up, gentlemen. Big up, gentlemen. So let's just get right into it, Coos. I don't know about you, but I guess we'll just get right into it because I know I'd like to talk about this one. So yeah, big powerhouse draw over here, man. It's the Everton, man.
Merseyside derby. It's always got history. There's so often there's a sending off or some moment of controversy in it. But yeah, it was a case of Liverpool misfiring and Jordan Pickford reminding everybody that he's actually a really good goalkeeper when he's
very good.
So yeah, he was outstanding. He's recreating some of his England form for his club side. Boy, did they need it because points will be at a premium for Everton this season. You'd think, with all the outgoings and the state that the club's in financially, that could turn out to be a really valuable point come the end of the season.
Yeah, very good point. And another very good point with that one is the fact that it might have secured Fat Frank's job for another week at least.
Yeah, week.
I wonder how the betting odds go now. Brendan Rodgers moves to the top of the queue, and he goes up there now.
I can't see how he's going to do anything there. Yeah, big up Welshie. Yeah, Brendan Rodgers, he needs a bit of money to spend, though, doesn't he? You're not going to get that at Everton. It's gonna be a panic sort of January managerial thing if they're swapping managers. I think.
You think there's going to be a little merry-go-round of managerial swaps going around come January?
Possibly. Depends how desperate it is for people. Everton are in severe danger, though. They have been for a while now. I think whoever does come in, it's got to be somebody that can work on a next to nothing budget, really, hasn't it? So it's either do you give a long-term project to one of these developmental sort of managers who brings in the youth, or do you go with the panic one like a Sam Allardyce type at that point? Or does Fat Frank manage to get enough out of them? He might do. He might.
You never know. It's hard to say which way they're going to go, but I think they're at the root because the financial issues they have and everything. It's going to be no option but for them to go the youth route. So I think they're going to have to get somebody like even a Pochettino or somebody, because I can see Pochettino going to Everton before he goes to Leicester. I know the rumors have fired up now with Poch going over to Leicester because of their collapse, but we'll get into that as well. And there's going to be quite a few openings there coming up, Welshie. So we'll see which ones end up where the chips fall. And Lisa's already here as well. Lisa, great to see you. Consistent support always. Thank you, Lisa. Really appreciate it. Myself and the boys, Kuva. Hey, fantastic. Welshie, everybody in-house already. Thank you. Mark's here as well. Arrest was here already as well. So great to see everybody. So, Welshie, you got a question from Lisa here, and then Alan's here as well. Adam, how are you, man, from the Added Time Podcast? Great to see Adam. He started up his new channel. So, folks, if you haven't got over the Added Time Podcast, go over there and make sure you get over there and give him a like and a sub as well. A new channel started up. Really, really super nice guy, man. So I'm sure he'd appreciate the support here. And Roshan's in the house here. This is one of Big K's friends, I should say. So, Roshan, good to see you, my man. And then another family friend of ours, Sean, was already in here too. So good to see you, boys. So the next one we go to, I guess there's not really much else to say on the Liverpool one and everything. The only thing here, again, we go to another ecstatically fun 0-0 draw. But on this one, I didn't watch the game. I don't know if you did. But on this one, I did see that moment of controversy with the Newcastle, the goal that was denied. Did you see that with what happened with the VAR decision?
I can't say I watched that one at all.
Okay, cool. So basically what happens is that the ball's played in. A Crystal Palace defender knocks into the goalie, right? Into the Crystal Palace goalie, and the Newcastle player headed the ball into the net and the goal was disallowed.
Got to say it's a wrong decision then, haven't you? Really?
I didn't go deeper further into it. If anybody in the chat has anything to add into that in regards to what happened or a little bit more clarity and detail, I know from the highlight I watched, that's basically the basics of what I saw with it. With the ball came in, player on player from the same team, and then they got denied the goal. So I have no idea why the hell that would happen. Just doesn't make any sense to me at all. Hey Roy, how you doing? Good to see you. What do you think of that, Coovs? Is that just another situation where VAR is showing that it's just not needed in the game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to watch it, aren't I? But yeah, sounds like it. There's too many decisions going wrong, and I think my biggest gripe with this is it ruins the moment. It ruins the occasion. Look at well, coming on to our match later, but the Richarlison disallowed goal.
Yeah,
it's all of that celebration was brilliant, and it's all for nothing.
For nothing.
It's no, I think we were better off in the days before VAR. I could put up with a few bad decisions. We're getting bad decisions with VAR.
Yes,
and it's taken 3-4 minutes to get it. Yeah,
and that's what the issue was with this one, because I know they said it took almost 3 minutes for them to do the full review, and after 3 minutes they came back with the wrong decision, and that's what the commentators that are in the highlight video are making. So I don't know if those are the commentators essentially from the channel, from the actual sports broadcasters, or they were YouTube guys that kind of just were commentating on the back. But Mark is sitting here saying the disallowed goal was a joke, so I'm assuming he saw that then. And then Adam's adding here that Alan's there's been poor officiating already this season. Something needs to be done ASAP. Ruins the moment, but overall the game itself. Yeah, because again, we don't know, like you said, do we stop and celebrate or not?
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's just there's a few things wrong with the game at the moment. I think there's too much football being played, so we get oversaturated with games. There's no looking forward to weekends fixtures and things like that, because you got matches almost every day now. Things like FA Cup occasions, they used to be big days, like the FA Cup final. There'd be a whole week of build up to it. Now it's just part of a long ongoing series of constant games. And I think VAR is another one of these extra additions to help the referees. I just don't think works. It's not worth it. It spoils the game too much. It's not worth sacrificing the entertainment value and the what makes football good. It's cheering those moments. And if you have to hesitate just to know if you can celebrate a goal, I think it's a poor thing. I prefer to just have the honest decisions made at the time, and if they get it wrong, so be it.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, aren't these officials trained over for them to become officials in the Premier League? The rankings that they have to go through from the grassroots levels and everything, by the time they get to the Premier League, their training is so extensive that we should be able to support their decisions and just say, yes, the referee makes the odd mistake. But like it was already touched on, what's the point of having VAR if the response is going to come back and still make the wrong decision? It makes absolutely no sense, because even Welshie's saying the refs that run that are a disgrace as well, right?
Yeah.
So, and then again, added on that it's human error. It's a ref with a better view, but the shit decision at the end. And there you go, Coobs. You're right.
In some ways, the technology sometimes creates the error, because when you look at something in full speed as it happens, it'll be perfectly acceptable. But when you slow it down, it can look a lot worse than it is.
Of course.
And it can change your opinion. And it's just not right. I think just keep the standard of refereeing high and accept a few errors. I think we always used to. You used to just shout at the linesman, shout at the ref.
Yep.
Well,
there used to be one linesman. They added a second linesman. Then there was, I believe they went through a 3 linesman trial thing, right? That they tried to do where there was one kind of moving and then one stayed in one half, one stayed in the other half with a motion one. I know they were trying that with the US games and stuff with something. I don't know if it was...
generally tended to be one on one half going on one side and then the other would be on the other side of the pitch.
Yeah, and then they had one that was rotating kind of through the middle. So that didn't obviously work out either. And I think there was something that they were trying a second referee on the pitch as well. You know, at this point, honestly, the amount of things that are being done to stop and slow down the game is the reason why new people are not coming into the game, because you're slowing it down. In fact, you're making football boring. All the traditional people, like the people that support football, love football. And the people that don't support football have absolutely nothing to do with it. They'll always say it's the crappiest game. It's boring. Yay, 0-0 draws like we've gone over and everything. But if you're going to keep taking goals away, that's not really going to help the fans come in, is it?
True.
You know,
True.
You keep taking goals away. Keep making more and more 0-0 games and deflate the game completely. Like, seriously,
First and foremost, it's got to be entertainment, hasn't it? It's good. You've got to give every bit of opportunity for it to be an entertaining game. As flowing football, everybody loves to watch that.
100%. I love this comment here from Welshie, though.
Yeah.
Remember him? Those dirty, those scary eyes, man, from the bald man.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, man.
It was strange because we raved about him over in the UK.
Yes.
And in Italy, they just couldn't understand it. It was just the referee to them.
Yeah, because he was just a good referee. Like what was expected almost, right? So Moondog's in the house. Big up Moondog. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. Massive Dylan's here. Good to see you, Dylan. Thanks for joining us today. And I don't know about you, buddy, but other than the fact that there was that issue here with this game, I don't think there's much else to discuss here with this one. So we can wrap that one up and call it a day and go to the next fun one. And that is Bournemouth getting their first win of the season. So shocking, considering they came off a 9-0 battering.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't think everybody's had, but I think everybody surely, except for the most diehard Bournemouth fan, would have had them bottom of the table at the end of this season. So this kind of result, no, you don't expect it. Forest looked good against us. There was plenty about them.
Yeah.
And Bournemouth, like I said, 9-0. It wasn't just the scoreline. It was the way that 9-0 happened. It was just almost like they caved in the moment the first goal went in.
And do you think that this is the new manager bounce, though? Sorry?
It's got to be, surely. I can't believe they're suddenly a team capable of staying up. I think they might have the odd game or two where they turn a few things around, but then reality will take over.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Forest have just come up as well. Perhaps Forest were expecting more of an easier game than they got. I think a bit of a freak result, even though it's two teams that you'd imagine are going to be at the lower end of the table at the end of the season.
No, it was shocking to me, just the result itself, because like you said, the way Forest played us, I honestly thought they would go in and win this game. So I was surprised when I saw this result. I didn't watch any of the highlights to this game, so I don't really know how the game was played out. But again, just the results itself was shocking to me. And I don't think they appointed somebody yet after they released Parker yet, did they? Right? So big up, my dog.
I didn't see actually. Was Gary O'Neill, isn't it? So is he as a part-time? Is he as a caretaker?
Is he a caretaker, or has he been appointed?
I don't know. I think he might just be caretaker manager for the moment, or interim, or whatever you call him now.
Well, Mark's in house, and he's saying without Scott Parker. So, Mark, if you know if they put in somebody interim or full time, brother, if you could let us know, it'd be
he's definitely only.
He would only be caretaker. Yeah,
he's caretaker. Yeah.
A week later, I've never seen a manager appointed that quickly, right? But it's good because, to be honest with you, I personally
except for Conte.
Well, but that was already in the works,
or
Mourinho. So, yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Moondog's already said it. We got a caretaker in there. So, yeah. And then Patty's here saying, evening, I have to say I prefer Big K and Little K. We're too serious. But you know what? Apparently, Patty, I'm sorry, but apparently we've got messages and stuff that sometimes we've got to talk about football on this show too, because it's a football channel, apparently. So
Ruins it.
I don't
Ruins
know.
it.
You know what? Just for Patty. If you're ready, Kuva, I'll do quick fire with you. Are you ready? This is just for Patty.
Okay.
Just for you, Patty.
Let's
just
go.
because you're one of our favorites. Kuva, I'm going to give you two choices. Pick one. The faster you pick, and something about how quick you answer, and if you give the answer little K likes, the more points you get. The points mean nothing. How he comes up with the answer, how he comes up with the point system, I don't know. How he adds them, I don't know. Possible maximum points you can get 50, and the current reigning point leading holder is Patty with just over 92 quadrillion or something like that. So out of a possible 50
out of
points,
50.
out of 50, yeah.
That's a tough ask. That one.
I don't know if something about a Sunny card that came in the mail with an autograph might have influenced Little K's decision. I'm not saying anything, but I have a feeling it might have been done. So, Spider-Man or Venom?
Venom.
Good choice. NFL or MLB? NFL is National Football League. MLB is baseball. So American football or baseball? I know neither.
NFL.
NFL?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Good choice. Big K or Little K?
Oh, that's unfair. Little K. That's a favoritism.
Well, it is. To be fair, that's a good political answer because this is the game we're playing for him. It's his game. So good answer. Iron Man or Captain America?
Oh, Captain America.
I'm sorry, I didn't. My headset was
Iron Man on me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good choice. Super speed or super strength?
Super strength.
Good choice. Champions League or league to win one? If you could win one.
League.
100%. Levy gone or Arsenal relegated?
Arsenal relegated.
Ooh, I like it. Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Milk chocolate.
100%, because that's what we are, baby. Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi.
Okay, so something total here. I don't know how he does these totals, so I'm just making up my own numbers the way he does. And out of a possible score of 50, you got 91 quadrillion, just behind Patty.
Sure, it's not 99.
He'll kill me.
Okay. I messed up a couple of times. I'm still a bit on the Levy or Arsenal relegated one.
That's probably what it was.
I don't really want Arsenal relegated. I love the North London derby, so I'll have to change that answer.
Oh, that might get your point total up then.
Fair enough.
Patty, you're in danger here, buddy. Just for you, Patty. So hopefully that's lightened everything up, buddy.
It's an instant reaction, though, isn't it? Something bad happens to Arsenal. I'll take that.
Exactly. Just had a nice Indian takeaway out of my Hoiberg winning. Oh, that's right, because he put a bet. He changed his bet, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Moondog. He changed his bet from Dyer scoring to Hoiberg scoring.
It's a good move.
And he picked up a free dinner out of it. Nice one, Moondog. Well, you enjoy it, and I hope it was a really tasty one, my friend. Is that Simon from Premier TV's in the house as well? Wow, long time, my friend. Great to see you, man. Great to see you. Wait till Arsenal play top 6 side, and they will be found out, and this could be the start of their downfall. Simon, we're going to be getting into that. You're right, sir, and I don't think anybody would disagree. And it's just a fucking beautiful thing. We're 10 minutes in. I can swear. Woo! It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And I took 2 painkillers. My back is feeling actually better. So it makes me even fucking happier. And I just got to get this weird purple dragon that's flying around in the room to go away. But other than that, it's been done.
Is that an R? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is better line than whose line is it point system. Yes. Actually, you know what? I think it's funny you say that because I think that's where I remember hearing that thing where the points are made up and they don't really matter and we don't even know how they're attributed. So thank you for reminding me. God, that was years ago I used to watch that show.
I love both the US version and the British version, but the British version goes back years ago. Still had Ryan Stiles and Greg Proops on it, though. They always make it off for me.
Yeah, there's 2 Canadian guys that are on the one here, but there's this one black gentleman named Wayne Brady. I don't know if you ever seen him.
I've seen him. Yeah, he's
Love
really
Wayne
funny.
Brady.
Yeah.
He's his voices that he can do, the impressions he can do. I don't think there's anybody out there that the guy can't impersonate. He's absolutely
He's
fantastic.
really quick-witted with it as well.
Yeah, really, really good. And yeah, here Moondog saying he changed it, got 150-pound and a Spurs win. Wow. Now that's how you get your cake and your icing, and you get to eat it too. So good stuff, Moondog. Congratulations, man. You know what? And I'm happy it's Moondog because he's forever sending super chats and he's a member with everybody and everything. He's so supportive of the community. So it's nice to see karma. That's karma, folks. That's how it works. You're good to people, it comes back to you. So God bless you, Moondog. Good for you, man. I'm glad that happened. Dyer was letting you down. Welshie. Big K watches these shows back. Careful, okay? Yeah, we won't. Okay, we won't talk about that.
To be
Colin
fair,
Mockery. Yeah, that's the Canadian guy. Brilliant.
Oh
guy.
yes,
Yeah,
brilliant.
he's a little bald one. Yeah,
really good.
He could play serial killer. Or
him and Ryan Stiles together are absolutely fantastic.
Yes. Yeah. It's sorry. I thought Ryan Stiles. He's the
really tall, skinny
he's
one.
He's the tall one, but is he British?
Yeah.
No, he's American guy, right?
He's an American, yeah.
Okay, I don't know why I said two Canadians. So
perhaps he's Canadian. I don't know.
No. Colin Mockery is the one that I'm thinking. They're all the same to me. Canadians, American. Thanks, Goose. Oh, on that note, I think Kuva's power went out, and can't have Kuv and the Kang without Kuvs, I guess. So it doesn't really work with just the Kang. Somebody else is the Kang.
You just need that sort of cape with the big collar and stuff like the Emperor Kang.
Oh, I like it. Tell me more.
No, it's part of my dream, man.
See, Patty comes in for 10 seconds and derails our show completely. You know, I don't know what happens around here sometimes. I swear we have an agenda and we try to stick to our agenda who left my TikTok open? Oh, she's cute.
Right, okay.
Back to football now. Back to football.
Oh yes, football.
Let's just wrap up this football crap quickly and then have some fun. I think we're in a fun mood today. Screw this football chat stuff. It's too serious. Yeah, Patty's right. Brentford beat Leeds. Yay, fantastic. Way to go, Brentford. Okay, good for you guys. Next.
No, Brentford great because Ivan Toney hat-trick. He's in my dream team.
Oh, nice.
Very nicely.
Nice. So it looks like you and Moondog were the big winners this weekend then.
No, my team did rubbish otherwise.
Oh, okay. Well, then, hey, thanks for Ivan for trying to help keep some form of a balance.
He rescued mediocrity out of it for me.
Oh, yeah, I like that part. Scenes from a hat. That was fantastic. That's the kind of crap we could see. That's the kind of crap we should start doing on here. So you got that one. Ivan Toney's done. This one, there was a bit of controversy at the end of this one, as we know of.
There was. Firstly,
okay, so you know about this one, so I will let you take this one fully. Go for it.
Firstly, you got to say Chelsea got off the hook here because right at the end, they got 2 minutes to go. I think it was Havertz scored what he thought was the winner. And then West Ham had a perfectly good chance. Goalkeeper blocked it. Mendy blocked it. Went down on his side as he parried it out.
Yep.
I've forgotten who it was now. It might have been Bowen.
It was
Bowen tried to step over him.
Yep.
Barely glanced him with the side of his boot on the way over.
I think his toenail maybe just
did
one
yeah. Absolutely. Oh, you have seen it now then?
I've seen it, but I just wanted you to talk about it because I talked about the first one. So.
Oh, yeah. It's you see it all the time. It look absolutely nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Cornet then rifles in a beauty of a shot into the top corner. It should have been 2-2. David Moyes unhappy about it is probably the only silver lining. But he was right to as well. It's another one complaining about VAR. He said he'd lost faith in it.
Yeah.
Of course, Tuchel being Tuchel, nothing wrong with it. It was definitely a foul.
Yeah. No. Tuchel's a fucking idiot.
If ever I've seen two managers in a game where I want to see them both sacked at full time, that would have been it.
Hey, that's what we're going to play next week, folks. The sack circle. Who would you like to see sacked? Let's get the bets in. Let's
face it. It's going to be Brendan Rodgers, isn't it?
Well, after that collapse, And since we're talking about that, let's just bring that one up then. Should we just?
Good.
I don't really want to talk about these pieces of shit much more. Do you?
Nah.
Screw them. Goodbye. That's all the attention you get from.
Good goal by Chilwell. That's all I'll say about it.
There you go. There you go. No, but he plays for Chelsea, so I'm not even going to give him.
He does, yeah.
I forget it. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, out of sight, out of mind. Let's move on to the next one. There. This one actually kind of is shocking to me because when I looked in at the game, it was 2-2, and it was around the 60th minute, I think, that it was 2-2. So, do you know where the implosion happened after that?
Leicester can't defend. That's pretty much entirely what it comes down to. They're not as potent as they were, and that defense, you take Kasper Schmeichel out and Fofana out, and they're not the same. They're getting opened up really easily, and they're in big trouble. I think Rodgers is on very limited time now. Wouldn't even be surprised if he goes on Monday.
Really, eh?
It's trouble. I suppose the only thing that might keep him there is who would they replace him with at this point.
But the thing is, in reality, the only players they lost were a defender and their goalie. So you're telling me the loss of a defender and Schmeichel has hurt them that badly?
Schmeichel, yeah, he's a huge character for Leicester, wasn't he?
He was. More than obvious now. What a difference a massive goalie makes.
Yeah.
We're seeing
just
that.
Just the big voice at the back as well is, they're going to. You'd have to imagine they're going to recover a bit, but I can't see it much. I mean, they're not exactly scoring goals for fun either at the moment.
And Vardy looks dejected.
Vardy's not around very often, is he?
No.
I like Iheanacho. I think he's a good player, but he's not really a 20 goal a season sort of striker. So I think they've got big problems.
Yeah. And we'll see what happens with them. I think they might have a chance to recover with the new manager bounce once that happens, which is just a matter of time, right? So I'll let you field this one from Paddy here. He thinks he wants to know what changes do you see Conte making for the game against Marseille now?
Perisic will certainly come in for.
Yeah, that's why I think he stayed off as long as he did.
I have a feeling. Yeah, Kulusevski on as well. Richarlison to the bench. Yeah, maybe. Richarlison might keep his place,
I could see him starting and saving Sonny for the weekend. We got City, and Sonny does well against City, so
that is possible.
All we can do is hope and pray that that's the game we see our Sonny back again, right? So,
yeah. So I think Perisic's the only guaranteed. Well, you say guaranteed, but it's the most likely one we're going to change up. I think we can't afford to drop points in the Champions League on the home games.
No,
that's for sure. So you've got to have a strong team out. Straight onto City the game after that. Big time now, isn't it? It's all the huge games happening. This is what we wanted. No point being scared of them. No point being scared of changing the team around when needed either. I think let's just go for it.
Yeah, 100%. And even Moondog's asking here, Doherty or Doherty, however you want to.
Maybe.
Think he's fit?
There's no C in it. It's Doherty. But
it's just for
it's a possibility he'll be back as well. I think the big issue with him is fitness after that injury, and he had a setback in pre-season as well. So it might be a little bit longer before we see him in the team again. Do we see a cameo from Jed Spence? Doesn't sound like it after what Conte said.
No, but I don't understand why he said that. I really don't.
I think it's just brutal honesty. It takes a little time for players to get up to speed.
The key word being brutal, though, dude.
Yeah, but he's also come out and said things about Spence. He's showing a great desire to prove himself and to get into the first team. That's a big positive. Conte will like that about him. I don't think he's been discarded by any means, and I think Conte's quite upbeat about what he's going to mean in the future. But right at this moment, we are already at the crunch end of things. Every match in the Premiership's a crunch match. You've got to get as many points as you can. Every Champions League match you have to. So you can't afford, if you've got any doubts over a player fitting into a system or having learned, I think this is the key bit, is learning all the routines, learning how what to do in certain situations so it becomes second nature to them. I think Conte's one of the managers that's more likely to give players a bit more time to develop that side of it before throwing them into face the music. I think that's the case with Spence. I won't worry about it at the moment. We've certainly got people there. Even Emerson's, well, he's energetic, isn't he? That's about it.
Well,
if he could cross a ball, I could really start liking him.
Do you think that okay, there was 2 really bad crosses, but there's 2 decent ones. Well, it seems like there was none before. His crossing ratio was 0%. So it seems like, is it possible?
Not enough. He's just not good. Not a very talented footballer. But he's got a lot of heart. He's got a lot of desire for it. He does win these headers. He does get stuck in, and he's all up and down the pitch, which is, it's like trying to fit Sissoko in. We found a way eventually.
Yeah.
Is that going to be the case with Emerson? Looks like it at the moment. We'll see. Anyway, can't complain while we're winning.
Yeah, fair enough. Out of time, just added a quick thing about the keepers. How we were talking about the Mendy. They're finding that they're protected more now in even the football than they are the quarterbacks in the NFL. Pretty much, you can't even look at them sideways. And speaking of the Added Time podcast, has been kind enough. This is the link to my friend's channel. If you could please get over, give them a like and a sub, it would be much appreciated. We all like to support each other around here and see each other grow. It's a new channel, so please give them a like. I'd appreciate it. Spence should get a chance. He should surprise people. He could surprise people. I think so. I don't think he, didn't look bad coming on against Forest, so had some pace to him.
I think it's just genuinely a case of Conte's got concerns over making the step up from Championship to Premier League. It is a big step. And then we're talking Champions League as well. But let's not forget, this is a youngster. He's only just made the step up. Give him a little bit of time. Get him settled in. Know the routines. So he doesn't make some glaring mistake just because he's not used to playing in this Conte system. I think it's sensible enough. While the results are going well, not a problem. If we're struggling to, if we start losing games, or some of the games are some of the games have been a bit disappointing, but if the panic button gets pressed, you'd see some change ups, I'm sure.
Yeah. I got THC Till I Dies in the house. I believe that's probably Dermot, though. So, Dermot, thanks for joining us. Third in the league, unbeaten the last 14 games now from last season. Things are looking good. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah. Is that? I didn't know that, actually, going into the last season. It was 14 games straight now. Unbeaten.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
I'm definitely not going to complain about that. So
I think some of the form towards the end of last season was better than some of the form at the beginning of this season. But it was a much improved performance the last match. So
well, we'll get to that. Let's just quickly get through these 3 here. We only got 3 more, and then we can talk about our game properly. So let's just whip through these ones quickly, because let's face it, we don't really care about them. And I don't know how many people out there do. Wolverhampton, Southampton. Not much here really going on. No controversy or any big moments that I know about in the game. Anything out of that game that stood out?
Sides both lacking firepower, and one goalkeeper considerably better than the other. No, actually, Southampton have got a good goalkeeper as well. So low scoring games, pretty much what you expect. That's what I'm expecting from Wolves. A lot of games this season is a 1-0.
From Wolves? You think they'll get the 1-0 wins? Yeah,
they've got that sort of ability to control a game, but can't really put teams away very easily. So I'm expecting quite a few games like that for them.
Okay, so that's Wolves, and they're not that bad either. You know what I mean?
No,
and they seem to be our bogey team all the time, and they got players coming back now. How do you think that new kid that they brought in? Why is his name? Mateus. I know his first name was Mateus, I think.
Oh, Mateus.
He came in at the end of the game against us. I think he came in. He made his cameo against us, right? His debut against us. I can't remember his name, but it'll be interesting to see how he finds his feet, because that was their big ticket signing, right? So,
it was. I'm trying to think of it was a Nunes in midfield, wasn't that?
Mateus Nunes, is that his name?
That must be it. Yeah. Against us, that's the Portuguese one, isn't it? It must be Nunes.
That's the new one. Yeah.
They had all 3 of their midfielders were good against us.
Yeah, well, they're outnumbering us, so easy to be good against. That's
No, I mean just talent-wise anyway. Ruben Neves is a fantastic.
Oh yeah, my God! And the fact that nobody bigger has come and scooped him up scares me. I heard something about this too. That Dermot's bringing this up right now. Diego Costa is having a week morning. He's in. Didn't he just sign for somebody? Costa just came over on a free.
I must have missed that one.
Yeah, geez, I can't remember what the hell. Why is it not coming to me now? And I just saw this earlier, and I meant to bring it up too. I'm just gonna quickly take a look for it.
I'll have a quick look as well.
Are you taking? Okay, yeah, you take it. You bring it up then. Well, I'll keep going through this stuff here. And if anybody knows, he's at the Wolves. Trial at Wolves. There you go. He's doing a trial at Wolves.
Right.
Decided about signing a deal. Okay. And then Moondog's kind enough to add to us that Mateus Nunes. So it is that, that's the new Portuguese boy, the youngster that was brought over, and he actually looks solid. So that was kind of cool.
No, missed that Diego Costa coming over.
Just literally, I saw something about it at a quick glimpse to this afternoon. So I think it's just probably something that went into the works today because he's a free agent, right?
Well, they certainly do need somebody up front, don't they, to help them.
He's
can he still do it? In his prime, he was nasty. Yeah. So absolutely hated him, but I would have loved it if he played for us.
Hell yeah. Well, he's like Richarlison, the guy you love to hate, but if he's on your team, you
Romero. Just imagine him, Richarlison, Romero, and the same team.
Wow.
Oh my God.
She agrees and is echoing your statement there. Yeah, I can't stand Costa. I don't think Costa can stand Costa, to be fair. But I know Patty said we're being too serious, but I don't see Patty in the comments. So hopefully you haven't run off on us, Patty, because we're going to bring a bit more humor back into the show now because we know you like it lighthearted. So this is the next funny thing that I had set up. This is not a game. This is just, as some people in the real YouTube world like to say, facts. I honestly, guys, this is. I should put up a little banner here that should say Bobby K's moment of delusion. If these guys keep dropping points and conceding the way they're conceding, and Liverpool doesn't get their shit together, we can take it. If we can keep our shit together, we can. Could this be the year? And I honestly, if the stars align, and are they? Kuva, we're playing absolutely shit football for the first few games, and we still got the points. We still got wins. We still got results. We took points at Stamford Bridge as well. You know, we're doing things that weren't the norm, and we're doing it playing horrible football. If we start gelling, if we start firing, and they don't, and they keep playing the way they're playing, and they keep having results like this, and in fact, this should have been a loss. We'll get into that in a second, but I'm maybe that's why I'm so giddy and stupid and right.
Well, I said at the beginning of the season we should be aiming for 90 points and then just see what happens. We're kind of on course for 90 points at the moment, right? But somewhere between 85 and 90 at the moment. Of course, it's early days, but you know, we were expecting City to win every game about 5-0 by now, weren't we? It's not happening. We're doing pretty well. So with the performances starting to pick up, hopefully, stay in the running. Like Conte says, all you can ask for is just be in the race with 10 games to go and just see how it goes.
That's it. Moondog making a comment that's going to make my son upset, but he's sick of Dyer turning his back. And Moondog, Big K, well, you're not here? I'm bloody sick of it too.
There was something happened in the game that made me remember a point I made on a previous show. Something about the way Dyer does that little turn to the side with his leg dragging low.
It drags it down. He drops his leg.
If that's deliberate, like a training thing they're doing, because they've analysed where the shots are likely to go in. And it might be the low shot that's the one that creeps in at the far corner. Whereas if it's off the ground, Hugo says, because I say that because I'm pretty sure I saw Longley do exactly the same move in the match.
Turn, drop, and then extend the
yeah,
back
with
leg
the
out.
extended back leg.
Yeah.
And then I suddenly thought, I've just got this weird feeling that they're actually trained to do that.
That's interesting, actually. That's interesting.
But then again, it might just be they're a bit cowardly.
Maybe a little from column A, a little from column B, and we get column K for Kuv The Kang. No? Okay, you didn't see what I did there? Okay. Yeah. You're supposed to give a fake laugh anyways. Remember, we're supposed to be like this. We're the married couple that get along. Yeah, good one, honey. Idiot. Great point by Dermot here. So 140-year birthday tomorrow, folks. Wear your Tottenham stuff proud, especially after Arsenal losing, us winning. Pretty much those are the two things that every Spurs fan should ask for every weekend or any game day, and it happened. So happy early birthday to Tottenham. Actually, for you guys in England, it's not too far away. Another 48 minutes for you, and it'll be midnight. So there we go. What's Simon saying? I think will we be? Sorry, Kuv, you get this one.
I think we will be the dark horses this season because I think we've had a great summer by getting rid of trouble and deadwood players out the door and replace them with quality. Yes, to an extent. We've partially got rid of some of them. Some of them will be coming back again. And we haven't replaced all of it with quality. We're hoping some of them are going to be quality. We could have gone further, but it's getting into a transfer debate again. Don't want to do that. No. But it's looking up, and I agree with dark horses. I think that's the idea about being a rank outsider or just a not being a favourite. Is underdogs are not supposed to be winning, but they do. Let's be that.
Yeah, I got no problem being the Cinderella story, man. I'll buy glass slippers to run down the streaking in if we win the league. How's that? Okay, just for you, Paddy, and I'll put it on stream for you.
Don't video it.
Oh, don't video. Oh, okay. I thought Paddy might enjoy. I'll make a single stream solo shot for you,
buddy. The police will have footage, I'm sure.
I know my neighbor will be following me around. She already does, anyways.
Just hoping for that.
Yeah, I think she's waiting for that moment of madness. I've been saying Spurs can win the league. Dermot's already on the see. Okay, so I'm not the only one that might be classified in a delusional wagon here. I got a partner beside me. Thanks, Dermot. Not a hope we can catch City. They have too much. Paddy, I'm holding hope because now that being said, City and Villa. Let's just quickly talk about that game if it's okay with you, Coobs. I know Villa were denied a late winner by Coutinho on an offside, another failed bad VAR decision. Did you see that decision, sir?
I did.
Okay.
It's a shame, isn't it? Because it was going to be, it looked perfectly okay to me.
I don't see anything wrong with it. That's why I'm asking your opinion on it. I didn't see what was wrong with it, and I think it was again a failed VAR decision.
Yeah. I'd have to agree with that. But mind you, perhaps that's our rose-tinted glasses a little bit as well, because we obviously wanted City to drop the points. I think it shouldn't have even been an issue if City had taken their chances, because they had a lot. They should have done a lot better with their finishing and buried Villa well before they got into the game. So it's kind of a it's disappointing, but on the other hand, City did drop the points, and that's good too. So, not worried. I mean, I'll keep saying this talk of City being uncatchable. I've said it as well. If Haaland hits the deck running, we've got no chance.
Yeah, but which he has.
They're not quite firing, are they? There's something a little bit wrong with the team at the moment. They're not making it as easy as they usually do.
I honestly think they're almost the opposite of us, where they are firing up front and their problems are more at the back, where we're actually not, even though we don't look that great at the back, we actually haven't conceded many goals thus far.
It's true.
Compared to how many they conceded. You know, they're letting goals in big time.
It's the nature of their game, though, isn't it? All out attack, really. It's gonna be occasions when it backfires. But I mean, when they drop the points against Leeds, you could also say that game should have finished about 9-5 to City. You've got to ride your luck against some of these, a team like them. And fair play to Villa, they hung in, got something out of the game. Nobody was expecting that. Must have been only Steven Gerrard that was probably backing Villa to win that or get anything out of it. And that was more sort of a prayer.
Well, even this draw, I think, kind of gives him another week as well, right? So,
yeah,
keeps him safe for a bit.
True. Welsh goal saying Klopp 7-year itch.
Did you see the thing I sent out in WhatsApp regarding this the other day? So Welsh gal, I wish I had your number and you were in one of the WhatsApp groups with us, because I sent out something the other day that basically said there was 7 years at Dortmund before he failed, 7 years at Liverpool, and it seems like the wheels are coming off. And it was a Google search that said, what has the 7-year basically shelf life? And the answer to that was inhalers. So convenient. Sorry, we're really behind in the comments. I just want to get caught up here. Dermot's telling you to come over to the dark side. I'm assuming that means
no, I'm Spurs.
I thought he meant that I don't think he knows that you've made the bet for the quad. So, yeah, all my bets I want to get on the ball in the oh, Moondog. Bob's in the house, so that I'll let Bob's always yours. So go for it.
Big up the beautifully average-looking people. Question: does Kulu look at Richarlison and thinks he has to up his game, or is there plenty credit left in the bankety bank? Oh, dear. I
gotta start screening Bob's comments first.
I think there's a bit of both. I think that's what makes it an interesting decision when Conte leaves people out. There's reasons for it. There's also reasons to not leave them out. It's competition. It's good.
Well, the hottest Spurs here, and big up. Thanks for joining us. And a comment adding into Bob's is that all front three are money in the bank as far as he's concerned. So, and so is Richie in reality. So Lee Richards, hey Lee, big up, buddy. Thanks for joining us again. Ian Wright is really subdued on match of the day tonight. Look like he will burst into tears any minute. He ain't seen nothing yet. Just wait till we'll start playing Thursdays and Sundays. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can't wait till they start falling apart frigging every day of the week.
I think we make a big issue about that, but I've got the feeling they might play a lot of their youth team and reserves in the midweek game. I think they're going to be prioritizing the league.
Well, it was really nice to see that kid, Fabian Vieira, come on and them concede immediately. So, fantastic debut, young man. Woolwich will start crumbling now. They haven't got the bottle and can't handle the pressure. Arteta will be bringing out some light bulbs against. Well, she's saying big up, Bob. So your mate Richie has been class. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. So far, Bob, your buddy's been doing great for us. Give Richie all the motivation speeches during your pillow talk. Oh, this is my United friend, Brush. Big up, Brush. Big up. Congratulations on your win today, brother. Congratulations. And Lee's agreeing with us, saying that they cannot defend. So, yeah, I think, they're there. They're there for the taking. So, Simon, another Dyer comment. I'm not sure if I should read it. I'll let you read it.
Go on, then. I think Dyer doesn't get the credit where it's due. Okay,
it's a good one. Okay.
it's not world class, but I think he's doing a steady job. And Conte must see something in him. That's the weird bit. I mean, Conte sees something in him. That Mourinho likes him as well. Must be something there. Personally, I don't, but we're doing okay, and he's in the team. So you could argue that there's nothing too badly broken at the back there. We look so much better when Longley and Romero are alongside.
So much better. So much better.
That's the key.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And I think, honestly, if we just brought in a center back to challenge Dyer's position, somebody could just be a big wall right back there, like we've talked about before.
Skriniar would have been the ideal. Just as a shot stopper, yeah.
Stop it, Kuva. Stop it. And Brush is saying Klopp leaves after this season. Let's hope so, buddy. Lisa is asking Bob, where you been? Lisa, I know Bob had a family commitment last week, and this Saturday he was at a wedding, so not to worry. In the Wall will be back next Saturday, from my understanding, unless there's something that I don't know that we will find out. So, oh, and as I answer that, there it is right there. Took a fortnight off. Don't worry, usual Saturday. So we will be back to passing tissues across the camera Saturday evening, Lisa. And Side Dancers in here. Big up. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. And hope you guys can stick to the city next week. You know what, Brush? Just for you, brother. I hope we can. And you're right. Villa did show them that they can be stopped. So it'll be interesting to see what can happen. And Bobby, the belated birthday boy. Hey, happy belated birthday to you, Bobby. So that one's yours, Coobs. I took the last ones.
Oh, Right Heart Lane saying, I was about to go to bed, but I can stay awake a little longer. How are we, Bobby and Kuva? Doing really well here, mate.
Doing great over here, Bobby.
Return to playing some better football this weekend. We win, Gooners lose, City didn't win. So good.
Well, since you want to bring it up, Kuva, let's bring it up.
Oh, dear.
Oh, wait. I did have somebody special that actually sent me a little video regarding this thing. Yeah, so we'll just get into that. But while she's leaving us, she says she's going to go to night. Well, you might want to stick around for about 27 seconds. That's all, honey. That's all, honey. Because I know
that's your usual time, is it?
No, I'm with the removal of the clothes. I can go 3 minutes. It takes me about 2.5 minutes, right? With a bad back, 4 minutes. So, folks, we have a very special message for you regarding the Arsenal game. So we're just going to leave here now so you can watch this properly, and we'll see you in a second.
Everywhere they go, Arsenal get battered. Everywhere they go, everywhere they go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arsenal get battered. Everywhere they go, Arsenal get battered. Everywhere they go, everywhere they go.
Yeah.
Wow. This bad for the OCD crowd. So we've changed positions.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. I don't really, doesn't bother me. It's supposed to be Kuv and the Kang, so technically it should be like this.
No.
No. Okay.
So the Kangs outweigh the Kuv here because you've got your backup behind you.
That's true. Fair enough. Yeah, there is the three of us, right? So
where do we start on this one though?
Well, Bobby's saying it could have been 6-1, and I'm wondering which team he's talking about, because I'm not going to sit here and completely discredit Arsenal and say they played poorly, because they actually looked decent and they had some serious chances they could have put away. But United's counter and the way they built up and came right back out was actually, and Anthony, shit, is he going to look like a player? Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought Arsenal were much the better team in the first half. That they just seem to struggle a little bit when the heat's put on them, don't they? And they've got a manager who crumbles before the team. Some bizarre substitutes. They were playing well when he made that triple substitution and just broke up all the momentum they had. It was really strange. You'd have to think, a proper manager might have done a bit better job with that. But they got some talent in that squad, and
yes,
they were giving Man United a torrid time for a lot of their game.
Yeah.
Overall, probably you'd say they were playing the better football, but Man United, they're finding a way. Those breakaway goals were not playing all that well. Sounds a bit familiar, that, doesn't it? Perhaps they're finding their own way. If they get the most out of Rashford again, that's a hell of a weapon for them to have, because he's the perfect sort of player for playing that style. He can do for them what Sonny was always doing for us.
I've always liked Rashford.
Yeah.
I've always liked Rashford. I think he's quick, he's fast, he's got good feet. And the stuff he does off the field, to me, makes him just such a class individual. So nice to see a young man with that kind of class doing what he does for the community and everything. Honestly, wouldn't care what team you played for when you do stuff like that. For you as a footballer to be a role model like that and show that you are giving back, I'd love it. I really do. You know what I mean? When you see players do stuff like that, like Harry Kane's class act with that whole situation with the Burnley game, with that couple and everything that was turned away, and he paid to have him come back and everything. That was awesome, man. You just love seeing that stuff. Bob Spurs asking where Little K was taking me. Bob, to be honest with you, I have no idea. That's why I keep 6 feet away from him at all times. Out of arm's reach, buddy. Always out of arm's reach. And make sure you say hi to Kim from Lisa there, okay, buddy? My friend Arrest here. He's only 2 away from 300 subscribers. Only 2 away. His name is Arrest. He is a United fan. And I just dropped his link there, folks. So if we can give Arrest just 2 people to go over, and let's get our lovely young man, 16-year-old boy. He's the one that was on the show with Jay when they did the kids takeover thing. Really nice young man. So other than the fact that he's a United supporter, he's a good boy. So
you can't be perfect, can you?
No, not all, but not bad at all. We've had 2 goals disallowed and hit the post on the cross. That's true too. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, that's true. This one's yours, Scoops.
Bob's first saying the triple subs at crucial time showed exactly where Arteta is miles away from being anywhere near a class coach. Brilliant watch, absolutely. Would love to see that on a second season of the Amazon's Nothing series. Sorry, All or Nothing. It's just, what's he going to do for the light bulb moment this time? Christmas tree lights? He's going to need a lot of them, isn't he?
That's not bad, actually. At least they're, you know what I mean, festive. So
could do the Christmas fixtures. Yes,
yeah, Christmas lights always put you in a good mood. You know what I mean? Except for unless you're the Grinch. So maybe he can. No, I was going to say those Lego light bulbs, but have you seen those?
Perhaps set up a little Punch and Judy tent in the in the changing room so they can get used to getting battered.
Where Arsenal get battered?
Apparently.
Little K, do Arsenal get battered? Where do they get battered?
Everywhere they go.
Oh, okay. Everywhere they go. Okay, just checking.
Everywhere.
Thank you. I can't believe it.
Yeah, for the neutral, which of course we weren't. It was a great game. It was really entertaining. I loved every minute of it, including the result. Although now perhaps we start looking at United, perhaps becoming rivals. Perhaps a draw would have been better over in the long term. But
I honestly was hoping for a draw because I could see United slowly start putting things together. Because on paper they are a strong squad, and Casemiro and Anthony coming in are good additions, especially with Martinez at the back. I know everybody's harping on Martinez about the height and everything, but 5'10" is not short.
He was the best player at Ajax last season.
Easily. Yeah. There's a reason United dished out the money that they did dish out. So, and
just look at the difference as soon as they get rid of Slabhead and put Varane in as his partner.
No.
Total difference. It goes from looking bad to man of the match sort of performance.
100%. Yeah. It's interesting when you have a reliable player playing beside you. You want to take this one, Cooves, from Simon?
Yeah, United are not a great team at the moment, but they made Arsenal look average today. Yeah. And I said it before, once they get a few injuries, they will fall off the cliff because of the lack of depth in the team. Yes, true enough. You could say the same about a few teams at the moment, us being one of them as well. If there's in key areas, we're going to struggle. But I think Arsenal are even thinner with that squad. I think the midfield especially, if Partey's out for any great length of time, like, if he's on holiday in Marbella or something like that. Yeah. They really miss him. Or you look at their backup, El Nene in midfield. And even better, look at the one they've already got in midfield, Xhaka. What a comedy moment from him. Oh, God, if United had scored on the breakaway with his little, I don't even know what he'd call it. It's a sort of break dance move, wasn't it?
Was that break dancing?
It looked like he was trying to do one of those
squiggly squill or something. Yeah. I thought he was doing my impersonation of me trying to get out of bed in the morning with my back right now. Crickety crack, crickety crack.
Oh God, it was funny though. Couldn't have happened to a nicer person.
Now, what do you think about that foul that call back the first Arsenal goal and potentially change the flow of the game, because then United went on to score and take the lead after that, right?
It's big moments in a match, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I didn't. I think they had a cause a case to be quite aggrieved by it, but there's only one thing you can say about that. Yeah, not a vintage United performance, but they kind of deserved it because they managed to stay disciplined when Arsenal couldn't.
Yeah, and at times United looked very poor as far as I was concerned.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's again, I wonder if Arsenal fans, of course, are going to be screaming that was a bad VAR decision again. So that'll be another one added on to the discussion. And of course, as I say, Lee's comment just come out. So love VAR, yeah.
Yeah, they got VAR. Always a
big got VAR. Yeah, VAR was the man of the match again. You want to take Bobby's comment on here?
Right Heart Lane saying Arsenal's first real hard game today. They lost. Says it all. They can beat the teams in the bottom half and say, "Look at us, we're 5-5." Yeah, I think that's what saying pre-season. I could see them beating a lot of the lower teams and scoring a lot of goals doing it. But as soon as they come to the big teams, they're going to fall short, aren't they? They have not got a good manager. The question's going to be how many points do they pick up against the lower teams?
Yeah,
that's what really shapes the season up for them, because they are not good enough when it goes to these big games, crunch games. The character's still not there in the team. They still got a Xhaka in there. And like I said, if Partey's missing, they're down to El Neni in the midfield again. You could even say Mark Jesus out of the game. They struggled.
They're done. They're done. Yeah. And it's funny you say that, because that was actually going to be my comment coming into this. That's what I noticed. That if you effectively just pinpoint him, even put one man on him, you could man mark him out. They had nothing up at the front. Saka was stay on your feet, boy. That dive was just absolutely disgusting. Yeah. And I loved the fact that he did it, because in another group I'm in, I've got friends in there that are Arsenal fans, and they're always berating Sonny for diving. Hello, Pot. Hello, Pot. Meet Kettle, mate. So, do you want to get into Lee's comment here?
I shall.
Okay, all yours.
Yeah, I'll do this one. I thought Ericsson played well today. Yes, he did.
Yeah,
a couple of defense shredding passes. Yeah, that's a good word. Shredding. They were. Still think we should have added him to our squad. Perfect for him when we can't break teams down. Sadly, that ship sailed now. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying the same thing. Talent-wise, I don't doubt him. It's partly the money, and partly I'm never keen on players coming back to their old club. It's never quite the same the second time round. We're talking about it, like with ex-misses or ex-girlfriend. It's never right. It's never the same the second time. But there's a point to be made. We do lack creativity at times, and he had a great game today.
Yeah, he did. And even Bruno Fernandes had that pass for the second goal that was just absolutely beautiful. That sprung Rashford right in the first ball from Ericsson to Bruno, and then that sprung that. So that was a good one. And finally, look who decided to join us. Look who decided to finally wake up and have his coffee. Good evening, Benny. So good to see you, my friend. So good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah. Flick the bean on. Flick the channel on. Yes.
Actually, while we've got Benny in here, we're talking about friends. I just want to take a moment here to wish our dear friend Nick, Barry, Sean, Ranjit from Shelfside Spurs very hearty congratulations on his nuptials that were yesterday. So wish you the very best in your future as you guys start a new chapter in your lives together. So Laura, Nick, congratulations on your marriage, and hope the day went smoothly and beautifully, and you're not getting a thunderstorm or anything like Kuva is right now. So how's that going over there? Is it settling, or is it still going?
It's passed, luckily.
Passed. That's it. So that means Ronan, no switch. Switch it off. Switch it off. Now we're having a great day, Benny. Hopefully you are as well. Can't wait to watch the highlights and see Lego head, stupid Lego face, all sad. Aww. He's not sad because this is I can show you here. Hotspur, I'll show you what it looks like. This is from the 70th minute. All you will see is this. Minus the hat and, of course, the round head. It's more square, of course.
I've noticed how he gives his face expression. When he's angry, just tips his head forward slightly, just like that.
Oh, is that just how they... Yeah.
Well, bends at the hip, doesn't he? Because he's got his Lego hands.
I am here. Oh, wait, that's more of a robot thing. Okay, so it's just a... Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, I watch the Lego movies, so... Remember? I know how they work. If Simon's back, he's got a question for you, Kuva.
Kuva depth has massively improved this season, and it's miles better than Arsenal's depth. And remember, from next week, it's 2 games a week, so let's see how they handle it. I think it's an argument to be had on depth and quality, isn't there? Not all of the players been coming in. We've got obvious replacements, the likes of Forster coming in as a sub for Hugo at times. That's an obvious one. Perisic, obvious first start teamer for me. Basuma, we're not sure what's happening with him at the moment. Whether he's just still taking time to settle in before he starts getting a run in the first team. He certainly improves the squad. Yeah, we've made some improvements. Have we gone far enough? I still feel that we're a little bit short, but we'll see over the course of the season. Because even with Richarlison here as added a great addition to the front line, it is only one addition really. If we'd got another one in, you think we'd be a lot better for it. We'll see though. It's promising though anyway, mate.
Well, like we've already said, Kuva, at this point it doesn't really matter because the window's closed and this is our squad. So let's get behind them.
Yeah.
But let's just hope they raise the level because guys, we're getting results while we're playing poor football. So if we can get results while we're playing poor football, I'm just praying the sky's the limit when or even limitless once they start gelling.
We'll see how creative Conte is with the rotation with the Champions League games now.
Now the test comes to Conte too, not just the squad itself, because this is where he's failed initially in his career. That's the only thing on his CV that does not look good is his record in Europe. So Ben saying that a wedding they didn't get, he didn't make it. Spending an evening on the side of the M40 with Bob and Kimbo was certainly not. Oh, man.
That's what you get for dogging. Oops.
Dodgy. Now, we've touched on it a couple of times. That was your moment.
Yeah. I just did an yeah, sort of.
I know, but you could have back-to-backs. It's okay. Especially when we bring up Benny and Bob. So that's the two. But let's get to the one that matters the most. The one that we actually all care about.
Oh, I missed it. No, of course. It was great. I think the biggest positive about it was we were starting to play some good football again. I think that's what's been sorely missing in some of the previous results. Although the results have been good, it wasn't an easy watch. I think we were a lot more inventive, a lot more sense of urgency on the ball, better quality at the back. I think Romero and Longley in the starting and that back three makes a massive difference to the team. Even with Perisic out, we look good.
Yep.
Sessegnon, I think, is limited, a very limited sort of player, but he did play his part. He got forward well. A lot of mistakes to his game, but he got some goal involvement, didn't he? So, fair play to him for that point of view.
He got almost 2 assists. The Richie goal was ruled offside, right? But what's funny to me is, and I don't know if you picked up on this, he took that knock, went down, and seemed to play better after he was hurt. And he stayed on the pitch because it was right after that. It was right after that incident he got the assist to make it 2-0.
Perhaps that's getting over the psychological block that he can be hit hard and carry on.
That's to me. That's what I was just happy to see him stay on the pitch because this is our man. This is our resident glass man. So when he actually stayed on the pitch, I was surprised, shocked, and somewhat happy. So and then again for him to turn around and then contribute as well right after that, those are positive signs. I like to think.
I think so. I mean, end of the day, I think everybody would agree Perisic should be the first choice. But when we do need Sessegnon to step up, let's hope he can contribute something. Do okay at least. And he did okay. I think he was decent. You can see the difference in quality when it comes to the crossing and just general passing and positioning. But it will come. Hopefully he's improving. And that's it. You get behind the players because we've got no choice now. We're in for the haul until January at the very least. And I think if Sessegnon can come in and just contribute in some way, like he did, we can still be picking up the points, especially with the three at the three centre backs improved.
Yes,
Longley and Romero's the bigger deal out of that game. I thought we just look so much better bringing the ball out.
And that's it. Just that final third, even just getting into the midfield and up to the halfway line, even made a big difference. And I honestly believe that this scoreline flatters Fulham because had we not, Richie with that super ninja kick, shot that he had that bounced off the post, Sonny unlucky with rocking it right off the crossbar there. We had some chances there that could have been had we just been a little bit.
That's a talking point as well, isn't it, Sonny? I thought he had a much improved game.
Yeah.
The only thing that was lacking was the ball going in the back of the net. I think with that one off the bar, he was super unlucky with that because he had to just poke the toe out there. There's no time to, weigh up the shot or anything like that. It was just getting something on it. He did remarkably well bringing it down and poking it past the goalkeeper. Really unlucky. Deserved the goal. Perhaps a little bit of more composure on one of his other chances. He could have got a goal as well. But when the performance improves like that and you get the win anyway and it's deserved and we did totally outplay them, no problem. Just that shaky last 10 minutes took the gloss off it a bit.
Yeah, well, especially after we conceded. And the way we conceded too, because I'm not going to sit here and blame. I know everybody's... Again, like you touched on already, it's interesting how easy it is to break down the play and point fault when it's slowed right down. But at the pace the game is played, I don't think Romero, once Mitrovic took that step in, he was planted, so he couldn't have got over. Dyer was already kind of gapped too far from Mitrovic that the only thing he could do is try to, like you say, drop down to a knee, turn, and try to block the ball. That was his only play, really. And that just turned touch, blast, the corner shot. It was beautiful. Mitrovic is he's in form, he's on fire. He looks like he could score from anywhere right now. So I don't want to sit here and pinpoint Romero, Dyer. Bentancur was fantastic, so we're going to blame him that he didn't track back or something. I'm not going to do that with this one.
When you look back at it, Romero was a little unlucky because he did get his toe to the ball, and it on another day it would have got away from Mitrovic, and everybody would have said, "Oh, brilliant bit of defending."
Yeah,
he's just nicked it off his toes, but it just stuck on Mitrovic's toes, and of course that was the result. Give any top striker a free shot on goal from there. You'd expect them to put it in that place in the net, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Far corner, just bend it in, keeper no chance. Just one of those things, unfortunately. But we held it together at least. Little bit nervy.
I think we would have given that up.
Yeah, little bit nervy, but did see the game out no matter what. Mitrovic, let's face it, he's a handful. Yeah. He's causing problems for not just us. So no problem.
6 goals already.
Yeah.
Not bad for a guy that was expected to be a flop coming up.
That's it. He's found a way. Fulham are finding a way to play anyway. I think they'll do well this season. I think there'll be a comfortable mid-table season for them. And we got over a potential banana skin while we weren't playing well, and now we are playing a lot better. So it was a good test. We came through it. All's good. So it's happy days. Nice weekend, this one.
Time to beat the French now.
Absolutely.
Hotspur saying we had 17 shots to 2. It was just one of those games when you hit the bar a bunch of times. And yes, that's what it was. And even Leno made some good saves too, right? So he did really well. Could have easily been 4-1.
And you already said it. That Richarlison one, the acrobatic shot, if that had gone in.
When he did that, I jumped up and I did my best Ninja Turtles impersonation.
It's
I was like,
it's like
oh,
he's
wicked.
rapidly becoming my favorite player. I can't explain it. It's just something about him. It's all the shithousery. It's the effort that goes in. It's
the
just
effort.
everything.
The
Yeah.
effort to me, because that's what I really think that we were lacking a lot of times in a lot of players, and us when we see Ndombele, and now we're seeing the other end of the spectrum. If players like Ndombele can't understand why you're hated by the fans with those actions, just look at Richie. Okay, there's your advice to go forward, young man.
Somewhere on YouTube, there's a mini documentary about Richarlison and his upbringing and how humble he is, and the fact he came from nothing. He came from poverty.
Yeah.
And when he got his first kit given to him, or first tracksuit, training tracksuit and stuff like that, he was embarrassed to have it, so he gave it away to his to the children that didn't have anything. And I just thought he's a really humble bloke. He knows what it's like to have nothing, and he appreciates where he is in the world now, and he works hard for it. And I just love that about him. There's just something about this bloke that I think I think we made a good signing, and I think he's going to do well for us for a good number of years.
I do too. I've got high hopes for him, and the fact that he's a friend of ours, best friend. So he's our friend by association. So lucky us,
Bob,
right?
Yeah.
Lucky us, yeah. He's big up Bob Spur and your friend Richie there, your buddy, your best buddy, as Boo Boo as you like to call him, as you say. Simon saying here, Bobby, you're absolutely spot on. Well, thank you, Simon. Nobody ever agrees with me normally, so I appreciate that, my friend. We haven't got out of first gear yet, but we are still picking up the points. And that back three yesterday looked very good, but early days so far. Yes, sir, early days, and again, the way we're going, I'm honestly firmly believe we can only get better. Ben's saying it now. Richie is only going to be our Sadio Mane type player. All right, the man's energy is infection and massive impetus. Ooh. Oh, Brain is making use the fancy words already here. Okay. This one's yours.
Richarlison has brought some nasty bit to the team, which shows we won't roll over for teams this season. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We've always said, well, for a long time, we said it was Pochettino's team lacked it at times. We had loads of talent, but when it came to the nitty gritty stuff, we're a little bit too nice at times. I think some of this snarling, nasty, malicious, marauding energy from some of the players, I think is great. Him, Romero, I just love seeing those sort of players in the team. I love all the skill from some of the others. I love Kane and Sonny banging in the goals and Kulusevski's running with the ball and eye for a pass, but sometimes you just want to see players get stuck in.
Yeah, I want to see a Vinnie Jones. I want to see a Roy Keane out there. I want to see somebody that just kind of pushes buttons. And I miss Edgar Davids. I miss players like that. I'm so friggin' happy to see Richie doing that shit, Romero doing that stuff. And I can't remember who it was, but we had a player get knocked over, and there's a bit of lipping from one of the Fulham players, and Richie was the first one over there in the Fulham player's face.
That's right. Yeah.
What? And you could see it in his eyes, the way he was just looking at him. It was just, what? Let's go.
You always love the tribalism side of the game. That's when it is between rival sets of fans. It's brilliant. When you see it on the pitch, it's even better because it's like, that's what we want. It's like projecting part of us into what's happening on the pitch. It does matter. Every little incident matters. Just them backing each other up as well, fighting for their friends and their fellow players. I just love seeing it. Sense of unity. It goes right through the team, and then it spills over to the fans as well. I just love this sort of stuff. Remember years back when it was always the big rivalry between United and Arsenal when Alex Ferguson was there and Wenger was there, and you'd regularly see these 22-man pitch bust-ups and things, and they'd get dot points from it. Yeah. And I always used to think, why can't that be us involved in that? I want to see it where it matters this much. Yeah. We're at the top of the table. We're having a clash where it spills over like that. Passion goes way over top. It's our turn. Let's get up there and push for this title and have a dust-up with City. Why not?
Hell yeah. Why not? Why not is right. Nick's got a comment in here for us. Big up, Nick. Thanks for joining us, buddy. And sorry, before you read that out, Koovs, I just want to say, Nick, if you could, buddy, please get in touch with me. Either get my number through Jack or David. There's something I want to talk to you about. So I don't know if you're in one of the groups already or not, but if you see my number, please give me a message, buddy.
Yeah. Next saying, as much as I want to see Perisic start, I really love to see that we have quality sub to come in when we need it. Need to rest Son for a midweek match, and we already have Kula and Richie on the pitch. Yeah. True. Or do the other theory, I suppose, would be start with your strongest team, try and put the game out of reach of the opposition, then you can ease off a bit. But yes, it's difficult. We'll have to see what Conte does about that. I think Lazy 8 might be right. We might see a sort of a balance of people, so you can keep some quality on the bench. It's certainly a big issue now, especially with the amount, especially in league games with the 5 substitutes and everything.
I only think we'll see it just because, for the simple fact that it worked. It worked in this game, and he's got to something create with the rotation and everything like that too. So him keeping stronger players almost gave him better options. And let's face it, we're not coming out on fire right now. So it seems like we're warming into games. With Fulham, even, we started well against Forest and fizzled off, and it's, I don't know if he's thinking maybe we're saving and it's better for us, or do we start coming out on fire? But we're not coming out on fire. So maybe that's something to do with why he's not starting the strongest, but we'll see. Play players that are informed. That's all I want to see him. And Batter THFC's in the house. Big up, my friend. Good to see you. Richarlison has one emotion: anger. I love it. 50 Shades of Anger. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. So that's good. Wednesday night, finally, after 2 years, I miss the Champions Leagues. I think we all do, brother. I think we all do. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for that.
For a start, the music. Just love hearing the music.
Yeah.
It's somehow makes the game bigger, doesn't it? It's perfect choice.
And I was watching the show earlier, and one of the I can't remember if it was Philip or Mark was saying that they just turned the ringtone into the Champions League music, so that when it rings, you get that Champions League tune coming in. So that's what you want to hear. And Nick, yeah, sounds good, buddy. You message me whenever you want, money, whatever is good for you. I believe we can win the league until it's mathematically impossible. Yeah, 100%.
The quad is on.
Quad is on. Mr. Quad is sitting right here, right there, right beside me. He's in touching distance. Ooh.
No, too far. There we go. There
right.
we go.
Hey! Oh no, it's one of the pool kids do this now.
I'm saying too close to the camera. I'll have to move back a bit.
Oh, that's okay. So okay, let's yeah. Honestly, Coops, with the way the results have gone, with the simple fact that we have not played that football yet that has been attractive, the way we finished the season, I could only see us getting even better. And if we're undefeated, playing poorly, and we're going to get only better, I don't understand. Like, I know I didn't really want to talk about too much about this, but we'll just quickly touch on it. I know people are frustrated with the transfer window and the way it closed out, but I firmly believe that if we had announced Langley, Basuma, or Richie on the last day of the window, there'd be nothing to talk about. I think because we as Spurs fans over the years have gotten used to, if we do any business, it's on the last day of the window. And if we announce anybody, it's on the last day of the window. So
I think we would have been screaming for the first 28 days of the window, though.
We were. Everybody was over the moon, and then all of a sudden on the last day...
No. We were being really bitterly complaining if the big names didn't come until the last day.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah, there's always somebody that's
big project. I think even the likes of myself, who are some of the most bitterly disappointed people, realise it cannot be done all in one window. But I think you've got to look at why are we in that position and could we have done more? But as you said, doesn't matter. It's done now. What's the point?
Done. Let's get behind the boys right now. Ben's saying here, Longley has to play on Wednesdays. Passing is essential for us to move forward. Yeah, we've touched on that. Ben, you're spot on there. Kuva was already talking about that and what a difference he makes being beside Dyer and with Romero as well there, and the passing that those two can create while Dyer just kind of hopefully sits back and becomes a brick wall and stops turning around, because I know Moondog doesn't like it. He already mentioned that as well. Batter saying he wanted more signings, obviously, but yeah, Spurs fans leave himself loved. Yeah, we all do. I think that's why we were kind of left disappointed that we didn't have that one big kind of, big announcement that we were almost led to believe is going to happen, kind of thing. So here's what it is. This is what we got. So let's deal with what we got here. Every meal is...
He's quoting me. Every meal's a banquet and every hunger is a famine. Yeah, true enough.
99.
True enough. Wise words, those.
Wise words from a wise man. Wise words from a wise man. And I
think the overall thing is just, well, I think we're going to be all right unless we have a little mini injury crisis, and then it can all come apart very quickly. Then, so let's just hope for that we don't get to that situation, because I think if we keep the majority of players fit, we've got a good run on a few things this season. I don't believe we're out of any competition. I don't believe we're not good enough for any of them. We're definitely underdogs for a few. Champions League and League, obviously.
Yeah.
But I just love the underdogs chance. I love the what they call in boxing the puncher's chance. As long as you've got something about you that's capable of winning a game, and we have found ways to beat City in the past. We have found ways to take points off Liverpool. We found a way to come back against the likes of Ajax, famously in the Champions League semi-finals. Never just rule yourself out of it. Give yourself a chance. I think we're weaker than I would have liked to have seen, but there's still something to get behind with this team, and we got a great manager.
Yeah, you know what, and that's the key, I think, because people, I think, this season with the managerial talent that's come into the league are going to see what a difference a quality manager makes, and that's why I think you'll see the likes of Wolves do okay, because they've got a good manager over there, and they've got some decent players, and it seems like they're slowly getting the entire Portuguese national team over there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And then you see the difference on the other side of the fence, where we're going to see guys like Fraudtera and Tuchkrap exposed. So looking forward to seeing them get fired as well, and join Rodgers on the sidelines there. But yeah,
Tuchbag, that was the
Tuchbag. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that one. Tuchbag. Yeah.
It works.
Tuchbag and Fraudtera.
Works well for the sort of North Americans and the fan base. I think it's more of a douchebags, more of a sort of US type. Is it much of a thing in Canada as well, that phrase? Not really.
You hear it more when I was younger. When I was like Big K's age, I guess it was the cool terms. Now they use terms. There was something the kids were calling each other the other day. I had to actually look it up.
Yeah, we better not do that.
I'm not going to say it because I still haven't figured out if it's good or bad or not. So,
now you're going to have to say.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to spell it, so I don't know if I'm looking up the right thing. But I heard one of the boys call a girl a thought.
Oh yeah.
And I had no idea what the hell that was. And when I looked up what I thought is the way it's spelled, it basically means slag, as you guys would put it, or worse. And then if you look it up, the other meaning, it's some political agenda thing or something. Okay, well, it's obviously not that. So, yeah. So, Nick, holy crap! If I check the loan watch, Udinese. Oh, Udinese beat Roma 4-0, and Udogie scored again. Yeah.
There goes my little bet for the night.
What's that?
I had Roma as part of a triple bet. I did my last little typical. Never bet on the Italian league. That's all I'll say.
Well, or call Iggy first.
Well, even when you call Iggy first, they always do this. I think the one that lets me down the most is Juventus. When they when I bet on them, they always tend to draw or lose. Don't know why. That's the way I'll sabotage them. Team. Yeah. If anybody wants to sabotage their league push at any point, just tell me to bet on them. Yeah, there we go. Otherwise, just
I
good
think-
feelings this weekend, isn't it, Bobby?
Great feelings. Great way to wrap up the week. You know, we got our victory. The teams we don't like lost. The teams we hate lost. The only things that could have possibly made it better is West Ham not being screwed over by VAR. I think that's the only thing that would have pretty much been the icing on the cake for me for this weekend. Bobby's just saying good night, Bobby. We're going to be calling it a night here as well, Bobby. We're about to wrap up here. So other than that West Ham thing with the late equalizer to take that points from Chelsea, what do you see any big things here this weekend that either upset you or made you happy?
Other than the obvious, I think it's VAR for me. That's the winky of the week that we were going to have as a section, weren't we?
Yeah, we'll work on that. Actually,
I think the
we'll bring
tide's
in
turning very quickly in favour of getting rid of it. I think I hear more people upset with VAR than happy with it.
I think what it is just because of the amount of time that's being delayed to come up with the decision. So
and you're trying to bring in technology to make a decision when it ends up going back to another person having to make the decision in the VAR room.
Yeah.
So, might as well just stick with the original. It was better. It ruins the game. So extra time being taken when it doesn't need to be taken ruins the flow of the game and the excitement of the fans when you're not sure if you can cheer yet sometimes.
Exactly. There's only one goal that I can recall seeing that in my entire life that I could say, yes, I wish we had VAR. And that was when Lampard scored that long shot against Germany. Remember? And it went off the crossbar, went in, bounced back out, and it was clearly in.
You don't need VAR for that, though, do you?
Well,
because they got that little the little wristwatch.
Oh, now they got the goal line tech.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's the only time that I remember and can recall that I would have wanted it, because that game we ended up losing, and I think at the time that would have made the score 2-2, and it would have changed the way that game went. So other than that, I can't specifically recall. Yeah, we've seen VAR work against us, work in our favor. Every team's had it work for them, work against them, and of course, everybody screams and cries when it doesn't work for them. So it is what it is. But I just want to quickly address Lee's comment here, and then we'll wrap it up. Udogi was outstanding. Lazy 8 could never understand why we loaned him back. He's clearly good enough. And Hotspur actually answers that for us. They probably wouldn't have signed him agreed still out the loan back. And from my understanding, that's what the conditions were. They were very adamant that he was staying with us one more year, that they needed time to come up with an adequate replacement for him. So that's where I think that's why all of them, what you guys are saying is right, that it'd be nice to have him already and have him start integrating into the team. But if he can get better, and if the way he's performing, he's getting a lot of minutes over there. So at least we don't have to worry about him just sitting on the bench and not getting better. So soak up all that experience you can, young man, and bring it on over to us.
Beta THFC saying, but you do need VAR. But the refs this weekend are shocking. Well, that's the debate, isn't it? Do we need VAR? I don't think we do. I think it's a step backwards for me. It's ruined the spectacle of the game.
100%. Like you said, we don't know when we can celebrate. Unless it's a clear and obvious, it's absolutely absolutely maddening. You wait 4 minutes after a goal. Oh, okay, now you can celebrate when all the feeling, the euphoria in the stadium has died down, and you yourself have calmed down now from it. The excitement is gone. Oh, we did score. Okay, yay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, way to go, Kane.
We had the ridiculous situation with Richarlison, didn't we? He gets booked for taking his shirt off to celebrate. Yeah. Did I see it wrongly, or did he get unbooked because of it?
Yes. The card got rescinded, and it's funny you say that, because we were actually talking about that, me and the boys, when we were watching the game, because he got the card, and it was Big K that actually turned around and said to me the card's going to be taken back. He goes, because if VAR reverses that decision, and he got the card based on his celebration for the goal, if they're reversing the goal decision, they have to take the card back. And to me, I think that's fair, because the only reason he did that was because he was celebrating a goal that he scored.
That's what I'm asking. Did they actually? Did the ref say it was? Did the ref reverse it at the time, or
I from when you look at the game cast at the end of it, it doesn't show that he received a yellow.
I'll just have a quick check.
So yeah, you take a quick look and see on the game.
Yeah,
update.
he's got a booking, but that was in the last minute.
So that wasn't it then. That must have been something else that he used.
Yeah, seems so.
Who knows?
Well, so it's a strange thing, that, isn't it? Because if it's enough of an offence to get booked in the first place, what if it had been no? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's strange. I don't know. It just looks very, very strange. It's an odd sensation now.
Yeah. Speaking of strange, you remember this one, the Pedro Mendes goal?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Goal line technology, definitely an improvement to the game. No question about it.
They've got that little chip in the ball and everything now too.
And it's so easy. Instant buzzer, little thing on the referee's wrist. He knows straight away.
Exactly.
Easy. Yeah.
Yeah, let's stick to that. We are at 1:35 here, Kuv, so I know that we normally wrap up way before this, but any final thoughts?
Just going to give one little shout out. So,
of course, man. Of course.
Our mate, David at the Irish Hotspur, he's got a bit of a family crisis on at the moment. Won't go into details about it, but I'll just a big shout out to anybody that does have him on WhatsApp or anything like that. Just give him a little message of support out there. I think it's some very serious family issue popped up over the weekend. Hope he's gonna come through it okay, and family's all good. Because at the end of the day, that's what we want: nice results, and everybody stays fit and healthy and happy, isn't it?
Life is more important than football, and should always
mostly,
yeah. So, David, whatever it is, we're always here to support you. You have our numbers. If there's anything any of us can do to help, please feel free to reach out to us. In the meantime, we will definitely pray for your situation, whatever it is, just to be better, man. You are a sunshine. You're a ray of sunshine in this community, man. You're a good person. You got a big heart, and I don't think anybody would ever want to see any harm or foul come to you. So whatever's going on, we hope it works out for you, man. So God bless you, brother.
Yeah.
So, like Kuva said, if anybody, those of you that know him, maybe just send him a little message of support. I'm sure David would appreciate it, and he's a good man. So I know it'll do him a world of good. So, Kuvs, you survived your storm. We survived another beautiful weekend of football. We keep talking about this little thing we want to incorporate with Winky of the Week, but we're doing these shows and we're getting to an hour and 40 minutes. I don't know what's going to happen if we start incorporating Winky of the Week too.
We'll be doing a midweek show as well at some point, won't we?
I think we're just going to have to do Winky of the Week on a separate thing, just a little 10-minute kind of Winky of the Week thing. We'll figure something out.
A pop-up Winky.
A pop-up Winky. Ding! You got anything coming up this week? Are you going to be on anybody's shows? Where are you at? Where do the people find you this week? Where are you?
Nothing planned as usual. Quite often I end up on Tottenham away on Mondays, or who knows through the week. Perhaps might be doing a pre-match build-up of Irish Hotspur or something like that for the midweek game. Nice. That happens sometimes. I don't know. Nothing planned. The only thing that really matters for the rest of the week for me, catching Ben's coffee company show.
Ben's back, yes.
Yeah, and then Bob Spur on Saturday.
There we go, baby. There we go.
The whole week builds up to that.
And
then you have your joyful release.
There you go. So Thursday night, Shelfside Spurs in the wall pump up.
Well,
yeah, in the wall pump up on Thursday nights over on the shelf side, and then you get over to Bob's for Saturday night for in the wall, and then you're off the wall Sundays with Kuv and the Kang as we will bring you back to reality. But that is it for us this week, folks. We thank you very much for joining us. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, please do so. Or like the banner says, he will find you and you do not want him to. So although he's cute, he is a handful. So we just want to say thank you for this week. And Kuvs, why don't you sign us off this week, buddy?
Oh, with what? Just a come on, you Spurs.
That'll do. Come on, you Spurs. Oh, wait. We can add one more thing quickly before we go. Kuvs, do you know where Arsenal get battered?
Everywhere they go, Arsenal get battered. Everywhere they go. everywhere they go.
Keep it up, Arsenal, and keep it up, you Spurs. Have a great week, everybody. We look forward to seeing you back next Sunday. Kuva said it. You know where you can find him. He is the drifter of the community, the suave sailor, as I like to call him. So you will see him riding the waves all around, baby. You come find him, and we'll see you guys next week. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
We sang in France, we sang in Spain, we sing in the sun and we sing in the rain. They tried to stop us, but look what they did. The thing we love most is being a kid, being a kid, being a kid. The thing we love most is being a kid.
Come on, you Spurs.
Make sure to like and subscribe.